Hello everyone and welcome to my reaction to Tenkaichi Chapter 20. Before we get into this month's reaction, as always, if you haven't already, you should definitely be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future Tenkaichi content. I'd like to try and hit at least 25 likes on this month's reaction. Now then, without any further ado, let's get right into the chapter. I've been informed that this month's chapter is a backstory chapter, which is honestly what I expected. I think we usually get them like one after another. So that's not really a surprise at all, and I'm very excited to see what the deal is with Kamizumi. So let's see here. Chapter 20, The Gate of Celestial Awakening. It's open. A height beyond human knowledge is made manifest. Let me zoom in a little bit. It zooms a bit zoomed out. Oh cool, it's just zooming in on the site UI and not the actual page. Excellent. That is great. Oh, there we go. My god, Hino's head does not fit on his body. It does not fit. It is a normal-sized person's head slapped on a sumo wrestler. That is quite something. It seems Sensei has recognized Choco. And what do you mean by open? The doorway to the martial consciousness, which Sensei reached. We have called it thus. The Gate of Celestial Awakening. So he's reached the supreme territory. Very good, very nice. His eyebrows have turned into fucking horns. That's incredible. We've both got demons going on here. Actual demon gods. Now, let me show you what martial arts is like. With those eyes, ooh. That should be interesting. How do you dodge that? That kick just then was meant to put you down for good. So this is a sliver of Kamizumi Isshin Kami's, of the Bushin's power, huh? Interesting. Show me just how far the Bushin's martial art goes. Come on, let's get it started again. He rushes in, he goes for a palm strike. You're quick, my boy. You could hardly be called human yourself. Much appreciated. He just does like a millimeter dodge. It's like it looks like he turns into like water and just slips right past the attack. And is coming forward with his sword, but he's not unsheathing it. I think he's just gonna hit him in the stomach with like the butt of the grip. Yeah. Allow me to use your speed. Ooh. I don't know what that sort of move is called, but I always love those sorts of things. Just fucking hit him with the butt of the grip. That's great. That's a big hit. That looks like it hurt him a little. Looks like it's sending him flying back. Oh. Yeah, that's big. Oh my god, it literally shattered the ground underneath Kamizumi. Choco sent smashing back into the cage. The femboy runs away. Everyone's shocked. Of course, because that was like a fucking ridiculous amount of power to come from just like a sword tap from this little old man. What you think? Martial arts is pretty fun, isn't it? He doesn't even need to unsheath his sword. Oh, what in the... What just... He sent him flying? With that huge frame? That thrust just now was loaded with both his own weight and his foes. An application of the Fa Jin of continental martial arts. However, even that is but a trivial technique for Isshin Kami now. If fucking Saikyou is saying that Kamizumi is like ridiculously powerful, then you know that he's ridiculously powerful. Also, I think that Fa Jin strike, I guess, I think that was like the first attack to actually land during the fight. The first actual attack. Because when I thought back on it, I don't think they've really hit each other. Like, you've had Kamizumi flipping Choco around and shit, but he hasn't really hit him. 3 chapters to get to the first real attack. That's interesting. In this state, Sensei possesses both reaction speed and agility which surpass human bounds, such that even the principles underlying the fighting styles of this world, which seem like mere supposition, are made feasible in reality. So he's achieved the ideal of martial arts mastery. I see. Love it. That is the power of he who has opened the gate of celestial awakening. Keep one little thing in mind. He who knows the laws of the universe and can make them his own power has the capability of being a martial god. Issei no Kami's life was practically the master of the sword. Kamizumi, Kozuke Providence. His grandfather and father were lords of Kamizumi Castle and master swordsmen. The dojo established on the castle grounds was considered the holy spot of the sword, where masters from every place would gather. In such an environment was Issei no Kami raised. Ikosai, the art of Kage-ryu. I'll make sure your Kage-ryu goes down in history as the greatest style there ever was in Japan. Kamizumi Hiritsuna. Later, Issei no Kami Nobutsuna. I know of nobody else with as much talent as you. I place the principles of Kage-ryu and my sword in your care. Founder of Kage-ryu, Iso Ikosai. However, keep one thing in mind, Hiritsuna. The martial way is perfected in one using the great forces of nature, himself included, to their utmost. That is practically the realm of the gods. Even I, try as I might, could never reach it. And so, I shall make this sword divine. Kamizumi's outstanding genius and resolution to be the strongest overpowered all other martial artists. Before age 30, he mastered 3 different styles and established Shinkage-ryu. Thereafter, for over 20 years, Issei no Kami took part in the many fierce battles of the era, looking like a fucking maniac. And, all the meanwhile, spent much time fervently researching and refining martial arts, all for the sake of making his sword reach the gods. Kamizumi Nobutsuna, age 60. Guy's firing an arrow at him. Oh, that's good. Not just a slash, he fucking spins it around and puts it back in the sheath. Amazing. That's fucking incredible. I think he puts it back in the sheath. Because it looks like he pulls it out, spins it around, and just puts it back in. Cut the arrow in half right down the middle. He cut the arrow while seated. So this is Kamizumi's swordsmanship. What Kamizumi sought, simply incredible, sir, could no longer be found among humans. Now, if you could handle the rest, my boys. That night. What is he doing? Slicing up the air? Incredible. That was dreadful. Utterly dreadful. That will make my sword divine? Throws his sword down. Reaction speed, agility, they're all within the realm of man. What must I do to reach them? The gods. Seems like he has a bit of a mad obsession here. Issei no Kami's unusually lofty ideals struck out all he had done before. Foregoing the sword entirely, he would not so much as wield a single stick, and spent nearly his entire day in meditation. He's reaching like Baki Musashi's whole, the sword is just like a tool used for something that humans can't do on their own. But what if I was able to reach such a state in which I didn't need a sword to cut? In order to probe his mind and body one more time for a way to reach the gods. The swordless swordmaster. How taxing. No matter how much I temper my body, power within man's ability alone is not enough. I must subject myself to the laws of nature to reach the gods. My mind and body have their own voice. And so does the universe have its own voice. I must come to hear it to be able to reach that state. It's so very far away. However, I know I will reach it. So he's trying to reach actual enlightenment. He's trying to become Zen, become one with everything. Beyond the contradiction of seeking to be unrivaled in 1,000 years, and surrendering myself to the universe, therein lie the gods. I wonder what god is being depicted behind him here. I'm not super familiar with a lot of Shinto deities' depictions. And thus, Issei no Kami spent all his days standing upon the earth, continuing to seek the gods. The year was now 1577. 10 whole years had passed since he had first begun his meditation. So he's just been standing here for 10 years? Well, I imagine he stops to eat and shit, but he's probably sleeping standing up. Sensei, it's me, Kurando. I came because I had heard tell that you were training here. I'm concerned about your state of health. Would you please come down from the mountain? He has birds chilling on top of his head. In a little bit. The gate is just up ahead. Gate? What do you mean? Sensei! At that moment, as Kamizumi Issei no Kami stood upright, his heart stopped beating. However, in that instant, for the first time, Issei no Kami's mind and body, what is this? So he's discovered power through near-death experience. Very good. What a beautiful sight this is. What perfect composure. Reached a state where the god's voice reached. Oh. The universe. He sees it all. Oh, magnificent. Where am I? My boy, are you? You are looking into the eyes of God. Holy shit. Ooh, there it is. Sensei? I was sure your heart had stopped beating there. Just what in the world? And there's something. The gate has opened. Gate? I'm certain I could feel it there. The power of the gods. The laws of the universe, which give way to the essence of martial arts. Fascinating. He's definitely looking pretty cracked right now. Impossible. You mean Kamizumi died and came back? According to Sensei, the Gate of Celestial Awakening is the point which separates the realms of God and man. Once one opens it, he can control even the beating of his own heart, of his own volition. Is such a thing even possible? So he has like full control of his own body? Oh my god, he's become perfect. He has achieved perfection. That's what it is. We speak of a realm which even I fail to grasp. However, this much is clear. That Sensei effortlessly tossed aside that massive frame before our eyes, and that no sort of extraordinary strength, no sort of technique, no sort of human feat can affect Sensei now. Well, we have another one of our very strong contenders for reaching the finals. Something about him reminds Kotaro of Toda. Other than him just being old? Well, also he's really fucking strong, I guess. That seems to be the two things they have really similar. They're old anime swordsmen and they're strong as shit. Also, they have like some kind of sixth sense, I guess. Damn, I've got fucking goosebumps. What the hell was that? I see. So this is the Gate of Celestial Awakening. I've been anticipating this, Sensei. The moment you'd reveal your power. Oh yeah, I know Yagyu's real fucking excited. Ho ho! You fly all the further for how strong you are, my boy? But, well, I suppose that didn't do much to you at all. Yeah, not really much. Like, you kind of bruised up his stomach a little, but he's pretty much fine. Will you have to unsheath your sword? That ain't true. This is the worst I've heard since I got shot by Nobunaga. Well, you don't get hit that often. You don't get hurt that often, rather, because of how fucking durable you are, so it's still really not saying much. Just like, oh, you managed to bruise me. Shit, I haven't hurt that much since I was literally shot. So I guess that means there's some kind of principle for sending my own power back to me? Correct. You sure do have good instincts, Choco. Is Choco going to be learning from him? Oh god. Manipulating the flow of power is the law of martial arts. Nice. The law, huh? Oh my. I don't suppose that got through to you? Sounds like fun. Martial arts and laws and all that stuff never had nothing on me, so I've never really cared about them till just now. So basically, you sense the flow of power and get into the flow when the timing's right. I just gotta give a little boost and change it, right? Why don't I give it a spin? Ho, not so fast. It might seem simple when I do it, but in reality, it's super duper hard to, and he's gonna do it right now. Ooh, lifts one foot off the ground. Ooh, sure, I can't do it just like you. But you really shouldn't knock me, Bushin-san. They call me a god too. Is he about to do a big stupid kick? I feel like he's about to do a big stupid kick. Ooh. It's coming swinging down. Digs into the ground. Divine Dancing Blade. Kamaitachi. Oh god. He's doing an air blade. Is he the first character to do a fucking air attack because of how strong his attacks are? Ooh. Kamizumi dodges. Is this a blade of pure air? Yeah. Wait, did he just cut open the sheath to Kamizumi's sword? Did he just unsheath Kamizumi's sword against Kamizumi's will? Yes, he did. Oh no. Oh no. Guess you could say that's more or less my own katana. Now let's have a real sword fight. No handicaps, no holds barred. Don't ever buy no weed at the gas station. Oh my Jesus Christ. This fight's developing very nicely. Like, just consistently chapter to chapter, it's been very enjoyable. When I didn't really... I don't think I expected too much from it initially, like before we got to it, just because I'm not that interested in like sumo wrestlers and stuff, and they usually kind of job or just lose. Which is funny because I'm still kind of expecting Choco to lose. It would be a big subversion if he wins here. But each chapter so far has been pretty good. Depending on how things go, because this is clearly starting to ramp up now. Both the fighters have gotten serious. This could be the best fight so far, honestly. I could definitely see it happening. But, you know, we're just going to have to wait and see. Obviously, people that read Raws are going to have a better idea in a couple days. Whereas I and everyone else who waits are going to have to sit around for a month now. Hell yeah. So with that, that's all for this month's reaction. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. I do Tenkaichi chapter reactions every month. If you enjoyed discussing Tenkaichi with other people, or you just enjoy the content I produce on this channel, I highly suggest you check out my Discord server. I have a link to that down in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys around. Take care.